Hey folks, it's Moz Tacos coming to you today with a video tutorial of how to access one of the best loot locations in the new game by Bungie, Marathon. We're talking about Pinwheel Base on the Outpost map. If you have access to it, there's 8 different locations that a conveyance keycard can spawn. And we're going to take that conveyance keycard, go find it, and we're going to use it to get into Pinwheel Base. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get on into it. As you can see, I go and make my first location. That's the first spot that we're gonna head to. Like I said, it's 8 different locations. It only spawns 1 time per match. So if you go to each location and it's not there, somebody else has already got it. I tried to come up with a route that was very easy to follow. It just kind of went into a linear type of progression. It does make the shape of an L on the map when we get done with that. With the video, we'll go back and see that. But it just goes from each location to the next pretty seamless. And that's the route that I was going for. It took me a little bit of a while to figure it out after watching some other videos and seeing all the locations with the card there. But once I got it, I decided let's go ahead and put it on video and put it out there for you all to see it. One thing about this route and the spawn locations for them is they're all relatively close to each other. So you won't be doing any kind of backtracking. Right here, we're coming up on the first location. It's in the bed of this truck. And you'll see that I pull up the map after each time I get to a location. And so you guys can see exactly where I'm at. If you want to go make a marker, that's where that one's at. And in this video, I chose not to speed it up, not to take up any of your guys' time, but so you could actually see the locations and how to get there from the last location into the next. Some videos will speed it up to try to get a little bit quicker. And while I appreciate that, saving my time, I wanted to make it to where you guys could actually play along with it if you chose to. The next location is on the level below this one. We're going to go there in just a second. So this is the second location that it could spawn at if you're following this route. Highlighted it on the map for you. The next location, we're going to need to go through this door, go upstairs. Keep in mind that there's typically bots at this area, so approach that however you feel comfortable. I chose to use the Assassin's Invisible ability. I went pretty quick. It'll be on those tables. And then that would be the location. If you can see, we're already starting to form the L. We're going to go up into flight control eventually. And I wasn't looking to engage in any PvP or any fight with the bosses, so I got out of there. I just wanted to have the route on the video. I didn't want anything distracting. Like I said, I wanted you guys to be able to play along with it. And at the fourth location, we actually find the conveyance keycard. But I'm going to continue to show you the rest of them. If you've noticed, like I said before, they're pretty close to each other, so it's pretty simple. Here's the fifth location. If it spawns here, it'll be on this table. You can see my marker on the map, A1. And we can already see that route is turning into the L that we talked about. I'm gonna go up the ladder here and go into this room and do just a little bit of looting. I actually think I might have heard some footsteps, so I wanted to take a moment and kind of be cautious. Feel like I got pretty lucky here not to run into any kind of hostility. The next two spots are basically right on top of each other. One is in one room, and the second one will be in the exact room next to it. I'll show you, but we're going to actually access the second room via a vent. So that's the 6th location it would spawn at. You can see my marker. We're going to use this vent to access the next one. And it would actually spawn right there. And the last location is on the floor below this one. So we're going to take the stairs to go down there. This is another location that typically has bots. So just to give you a heads up, I was pretty lucky. Somebody had already taken them out for me. But right here is the last location that the card would spawn at. All right, pausing the video, we can see from where we started, all the way down on the east side of processing, all the way to the top of flight control, it literally goes in an L. The spot that I just marked, that's the building that we're going to go to use the conveyance key card that we just got. There's only one drawback to this method, and you'll see at the end of the video. We have to wait on a heat cascade. If you've played any outpost, you're more than aware that these heat cascades spawn, it seems like every 2 to 3 minutes, and they last for 2 to 3 minutes, it feels like. But we're just gonna wait it out before we head to the room. I came into this match with a free loadout just for the sole purpose of getting the route. And so obviously I didn't have any mechanics kits or anything to help me with whatever the heat cascade. It gives you a toxin of some sort. You can see my marker, it's right over there. Room is pretty close. So whatever location you get it at, the room is fairly close to wherever the conveyance card is going to spawn. And there's usually some bots over here, so be aware of that. I'm going to go in, close the door, close the blinds. And we're going to access the computer. As long as you have the card, it will prompt you to interact with the computer. After we do that, we're going to go over here and you will see the conveyor start to come down. Now, if you go to get on the conveyor and you end up jumping over it or falling off of it and you fall down to the level below us, the conveyor may start to go up without you on it. Don't panic. I will show you how to access it. You don't have to go back to the computer, but if you look at the door that we came out of, see an orange panel next to it. If you miss it and it starts going up without you, just go interact with that panel and it'll draw the conveyor back down for you as long as you've accessed it from the computer. And I'm pretty sure that if someone else accesses it and they've already brought the conveyor down and went up, pretty sure you can go to that pad. If you can't find it anywhere on the map, the card, you can go to that pad, and if they've accessed it, you should be able to access it. But right here is what I was telling you is the only drawback to using this method. It leaves you pretty exposed. You could see I tried to use a smoke grenade. It rolled off. I didn't have any cover. So somebody shot me. But I was a little happy that it happened because now I'm able to show you the only drawback to using this method. But fast forward to actually having a successful attempt at getting in here. When you get into pinwheel for the first time, or if you haven't been in that many times, it's going to be pretty confusing in there. You might get lost. What I would recommend is set a marker on your map where you come in at, and this pad that's right above me at this moment, you can use that same pad to lower the conveyor. So you can get out the same way you got in if you can't figure out another way to get out or you can't find it. All right, guys, and it's that simple. Go find a conveyance key card. It's at one of those 8 locations we just went through. Take it to the room, access the computer, draw the conveyor down, boom, you're in pinwheel. This is going to give you enough time. If you follow the route and go through it really quick, this is going to give you probably 15 to 20 minutes to explore pinwheel all by yourself as long as nobody else comes in there. And this way, as far as I know, it doesn't trigger any bots. There may be some in there, but what I tell you what is in there is turrets and claymores. Be very mindful of those. Be on the lookout. Of course, you can hear the turrets. You can see the little flashing from the claymores. But other than that, you should have plenty of time to explore pinwheel, go find some good loot, set yourself up good for the next match. So if you guys found this video helpful, hit the follow button, hit the like button. We are a new channel. I've got a link in here that can take you to all of my socials. If you guys have any tips, I'll be more than happy to take those out. I'll take all the tips I can get about this game. But I hope you found the information useful, and most importantly, share it. If you know somebody who's also struggling with getting into pinwheel or just on Outpost in general, share this video with them. And I hope you guys enjoy it and have a good day.